Okay, hey guys, I'm back with another video blog entry today. I know that my webcam is all the way up on top of my monitor, so you guys are probably looking down if you are watching from my social media feed. And, I look a lot better on Instagram because I have this little stand that I use. So, yeah, I'm just going to show the people on uh, YouTube. So I have this little stand that I actually put just below and in front of my monitor, so I can sort of do a live broadcast on multiple social media feeds at the same time. So anyway, today, for the benefit of those that are watching on Instagram, I can't really put a caption. So um, what I'm going to talk about today is just something that I felt inspired to want to talk about today. Something that happened at home, I guess, and it's really about the what we call the safe face attitude, right? So I have no idea where it originated from, but I guess when I was very young, you sort of listen to people talk about, hey, I really want to save face, don't make me lose face in front of these people. So, as it's not really a proper English sentence, right? I don't hear the Americans say, I don't want to lose face, I want to save face, it's just broken English. But I guess as we grow older and we start to understand what it means, it's really about how some people are afraid to be embarrassed by something that happens to them or because of them or around them or in a way that affects them. So that is what saving face is. They sort of want to uh, sort of protect their image, and they want to sort of um, not feel let down, I guess. I guess there will be a lot of different explanations, right, for Singaporeans, for Asians. Um, I think every culture will probably have somewhat different variation of what saving face is. But so anyway, I'm just going to talk about my experience of it, right? So I think this saving face attitude is not something that I don't think is a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. Um, Not because I see others doing it and I disagree with it, but I guess being somebody that has experienced it myself, and been through it, and then I decided that one day I don't want to have this attitude anymore, and that sort of helped me to understand, the difference. All right, so let's talk about what it feels like when you want to save face, when you're the person that wants to save face. And so when I wanted to save face, I remember being someone that has low self-esteem. Um, I spent a large part of my life trying to impress people, right? Anyway, guys, give me a moment. The webcam on my desktop is a little blurry, so I have to just sort of manually focus uh, camera so the people who's watching me on YouTube can much better view. Okay. I never like the autofocus anyway. Okay, so basically, when when I wanted to save face, right, uh, I would usually uh, hide things from people. I would rather mask certain things from people and put up a fake uh, face. I will put up a fake front, right, so that people don't really see what's going on. People just see the good parts, and they don't see the ugly parts. So and I think that there will be a lot of people that will try to defend this and say that there's no need for the world to know about your ugly stuff. Why do you want the world to know about it? Keep it to yourself and so on and so forth. Sure, I mean, yeah, I agree. I think that there's nothing wrong with being honest with people. I don't think there's anything wrong with being yourself. And there's nothing to do with saving face when you're just being yourself. And it's not like you're being yourself and being honest to get attention. I think that when you are being honest, it's also being honest with yourself, being real with yourself, being real with other people, and that is the important thing. I think that's also the basis of integrity. Integrity. What is real integrity? I did some research on this for the last few months. Real integrity is when you uh, behave exactly the same way, regardless of the setting that you're in, the environment that you're in, the work culture that you're in, the people that you're with. You are consistently the same person. All right. You don't try to act a certain way to someone else. Now, we cannot control what others will think about us. Now, the thing is this: I read a recent posting by a famous motivational speaker. He said something like, there is always a different version of us in everybody's mind. And I agree with that. Everybody looks at us differently. Everybody sees something different. Someone might look at me and think that, hey, Sherman is a really big dreamer. Someone will look at me and say, hey, Sherman is a very naive guy. He he only thinks about his passion and his interest, and he's really selfish for that. There are going to be people that will like you. There are going to be people that will not like you for who you are. So there's no point in trying to fake yourself to everybody that you meet. So my point here is this: I feel that trying to take the safe face attitude to the extreme of faking yourself in front of people is just wrong. Honestly, I can say that if I were to walk into a room full of people right now, anywhere, uh, I can easily say that maybe 80%, 90% of the people, they are trying to hide something about themselves, something that maybe they are ashamed of, something that they feel that maybe they are not really, it's not something that they are proud of about themselves. And in a way, because of all this insecurity that people have, that I once had, we try to mask it away from the real world, the people that we meet on a daily basis. So when you try to carry this safe face attitude into your work, into your life, into your relationships, what you end up creating is just something that's fake. It's not real. It's not genuine. It's not really genuine because everything that people see about you, everything that people know about you is fake, right? At least the part that they know about you that you're saving face for is fake. So honestly, I don't think there are a lot of people in this world that are truly, truly genuine, like genuine intentions, just being real with others about themselves, and being real with themselves, right? And I guess in a way, I felt like I have spent so much of my life faking it, right? Obviously, low self-esteem. I spent so much of my life faking it that I don't know. I just want to stop. One day, I just decided that, hey, I'm gonna stop, and I'm just gonna stop faking it altogether. It's not gonna be like I'll be real 90% and I'm gonna fake the other 10%. No, I decided that from that day onwards, like I just said today, I just want to be 100% real, not just with myself, but with other people. And it doesn't really matter what other people think about me. Some of you might like me, some of you might hate me. You know, so what, right? You can have your own views about me, and I respect that. And you can hate me, I can respect that. But I don't believe that how you feel about me and how you think about me has to dictate how I have to behave, or the kind of attitude that I should have when I'm talking to you or when I'm talking to someone else, or whether is it in different environment. Now, I'm not saying that we should not conduct ourselves properly in the right settings, in the right to be respectful to others. That's important. But I think that respecting others is also about being honest and truthful to them, right? And not lying to them, not faking it to them, right? So that is what I felt when I was, in the place where I wanted to save face. Um, yeah, I would keep things from people, and it's just the fear of embarrassment. Now, when people say saving face, it's really because it's driven by their fear of embarrassment. The fear that if people find out something about them that they wouldn't like, they might end up losing a friend, they might end up losing a business deal, they might end up losing their job, they might end up losing a relationship and marriage, so on and so forth, right? So it's all driven by the fear of what others will think about you. So that is something that I feel that we can overcome. We sort of allow that fear to be a thing of a norm. So I guess that's why a lot of people sort of use it so loosely all the time. You hear it at a coffee shop, you hear it in a shopping mall, you hear it in the car, you hear it in the bus, you hear it in the MRT. Someone somewhere is always talking about the phrase "save face" or "I don't want to lose face," and it's so overused. I think that it's so overused that people have sort of taken that phrase to the extreme. And, you know, I think that when you respect not wanting to be embarrassed, how would I say? Um, well, I guess the most important thing is to just be yourself, right? Just be yourself with whoever you are with, Um, If they like you, great. If they don't like you, so be it. I mean, honestly, I realized that when I decided uh, that one day, you know, in the recent few months, when I decided that I'm going to stop faking it, and I started to really be my true self, two things happened. One, all the people that used to associate with me and all the people that used to like me sort of just disappeared. I don't blame them. I guess I knew that that was going to happen because those people that associated with me then saw a different version of who I am. It wasn't the real me, right? At least even if I was faking 10% or 20% to some of them, it's still not the real me. It's not 100% me. And I get it. They can leave, that's fine. But I told myself then that, if I am going to make any new friends or if I'm going to associate myself with anyone, I want to associate myself with people that are truly genuine, like 100% genuine. You don't have to hide anything from me. You don't have to lie to me. You don't have to keep anything from me. And I will not keep anything from you. And I think that is the kind of respect that I would ask from people. And that is also the kind of respect that I will give to people. You know, be honest, 100%. You know, if you're fat, I'll say you're fat. I'm fat, I admit I'm fat. Um, if I need to lose weight, I'll admit I'll lose weight. And if you, if you're fat, I probably won't tell you that you're fat, but I'll just say that, hey, let's go work out together. But you get the hint. I think ultimately, also one thing is that the people that treat us should respect us, right? They should respect our feelings. They should respect that we do get hurt. So everything is a two-way street, and I think it's important for people the way we treat other people, right? We have to be respectful to them. Instead of putting them down, why not say something encouraging to lift them up instead? Right. So like I say, this goes both ways. So after I decided to stop saving face, right? In the recent couple of months, honestly, I haven't made a lot of friends yet. I'm still working on it, And I guess in a way, when you really don't have much, right? I mean, financially, I'm broke. That's reality. That's a fact. Um, it's a struggle. It's stressful some days, um, and some days I feel discouraged too. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through the day, but uh, you know, I will stay positive. I guess in a way, people would look at me and those that are superficial, and if they only want to associate with somebody that has money or something material, then I guess they're not worth having as friends, right? But yeah, I hope that by being genuine, it would attract people that are true, genuine as well. And honestly, I have met a few people. I won't say that we got to know each other on a personal level or that we know each other very well. That's not the case, but I guess in a way, as I get to speak to them over time, I find that these people are truly genuine. I guess when you start being genuine with people, people will start to reciprocate that back to you as well. Of course, there will be people that will still be fake towards you. You can't control what people will say and do when you're with you, but you can control yourself. You can control your actions. You can control your thoughts. You can control your words, right? So you can control your attitude. So um, take control of you. Take control of your life. Take control of how you want to treat people and how you want others to treat you. That is all self-respect, all right, and respecting others. So this safe face attitude, honestly, I I can only voice that I would wish the world is less fake. I wish that more people are more genuine to each other. But then again, I guess that's the world we live in, right? Some people are just afraid to really show who they are. Honestly, I think that it takes a lot of courage to be 100% honest about yourself. Really, I think when I choose to be really honest and transparent with people, sometimes I still feel a little bit concerned about what they might think about me. But then I will quickly remember that, hey, I make this decision that I'm going to be honest with people no matter what. And when you are really honest with people, when you are not faking it to people, when you're not trying to save face, right? I think that is the point when people really start to respect you. They may not like you, but they will respect you for who you are and what you're doing. I think that's an important thing about having integrity, and something that I've learned in recent times. When I'm really honest with people, totally transparent, like I mean 100% transparent, right? When I do that with people, sure, I met people that sort of feel disgusted, or they'll roll their eyes, or they would sort of like, why are you telling me this, Sherman? Why do I need to know about this? How does it even concern me? I guess the point is this, when people ask me something, I would answer it honestly and truthfully, right? And I will not hide anything. I will just tell them the honest truth, to the point where they'll be like, okay, okay, Sherman, I don't want to listen anymore. Uh, but that's the point. I don't care what people think about me now. I used to care about what people think about me. That's why I used to be really fake as a person. I used to be low self-esteem, and I used to, yeah, I fake everything. I fake it all the way through, for almost 20 over years. So now when I decided that I'm going to be honest with people, it feels really good because for the first time in my life, I feel free. Right? I feel a sense of freedom because I'm no longer tied down by what others think about me. I'm no longer held in that bondage of, I need to please this person. I need to please that person. So when you start being yourself. I think it's like having a really huge boulder being lifted off your shoulders, and it's just very relaxing. I used to feel really tense when I'm meeting with people, when I'm going to social events, because there was a time when I was in sales and marketing, and some of my peers and some of the sales leaders would sort of teach us that hey, you have to project a positive image, you have to project uh, this, project that. So at the end of the day, even though things are not going well, we would actually uh, project something that is fake. Now, thing is this: it's okay to project a smile even though you're going through challenges. I'm not saying that you have to walk around feeling sad and having a frown on your face. That's not what I mean. Now, it's okay to put a smile in front of people. But I think the most important thing that happens is when people come and talk to you and people ask you, hey, how are you doing? How are things? How's your work? How's your family? Be honest. Just tell the truth. What? It's not going to kill you to tell them the truth. And I think that's the important thing about telling people the truth about you, right? When nowadays when people come and speak to me, now I smile, and online on my social media I'm very positive. I would write a lot of positive things. I would often post motivational photos and so on and so forth, quotes and so on. And that is what I want to do to encourage myself and others. So I do that, yes. But when people come and ask me something, and when people come and talk to me, when people say, hey, Sherman, how's everything going? How's online lab series doing? How are your finances? Have you found a freelance job yet? I'll just tell them the truth. Why do I have to lie? I'll just say, hey, I'm still broke. I've been broke for 3 weeks. My bank account is totally empty. I only have enough for the next bus fare. I will just be honest. It's not that I need their pity. I don't need their pity. I don't need their charity. But I'm just being me, right? They can either like it or they can don't like it. That's their choice. That's their prerogative, not mine. So why should I care, right? About what people are going to say and think. It's not a selfish thing. It's more about um, being honest with people, so that sometimes in the right situation, when you meet the right person, by being honest with them and being totally truthful with them about yourself, you give them the courage to also open up to you about themselves. I think that is so important, because a lot of us, we have this safe face attitude because we are so afraid to open up to people and feel like everybody is so. I like this post that I saw on social media once. Someone posted something and said, or was it something I found online and posted it. It was something about how um, social media is filled with so much fake, fake wealth, fake cars, fake fame, fake popularity, fake looks, fake this, fake that. Everything is fake on social media. And I guess in a way, we have got, gotten used to that culture and allowed ourselves to be psychologically uh, tricked into thinking that, oh, we have to also be fake. We cannot lose out. And that makes a lot of people, especially Asians and Singaporeans, it makes us have that fear of losing, the fear of being embarrassed. Right. So save face, losing face. Right. So that's basically what I want to talk about today in the video blog, and also to share my views and my experiences. Like I put in my YouTube description, disclaimer. This is really my views. This is how I feel about it. What I've been through. I don't, I don't, I don't need people to agree with what I view, my views. I don't need people to agree with my views and what I feel. And sure, you might have your own views about it, and you might have your own debates about it. Go ahead, right? Put it in the comments. Just know that I can choose to reply or not to reply. So yeah, it's entirely up to you, because whatever you say and whatever you put online and on the comment section, in the comment section, honestly, you'll just help me to generate more traffic, right? So either way, you're doing me a favor. So I will thank you for that in advance, right? So yeah, I hope that this session sort of help you to understand a little bit about this safe face attitude. And if you are not a Singaporean and maybe you are traveling here for work for the first time and you're just moving to Singapore and you meet a lot of Singaporeans that are acting that way in that way, and they are being really fake and they are just using this same face attitude to the extreme. I guess in a way you will sort of wonder why. And I hope that this video will kind of help you to understand why they are doing that, why they are acting that way, behaving that way. All right, so um, thank you very much, guys. I enjoyed talking about this. Um, I guess I have a lot of fun when I finally can talk about what's real, and I feel like I have a very relaxed. I just feel really relaxed. So it's nothing that I don't have to stress about trying to cover a lie and so on and so forth. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed something from this session and take with you. All right, so until my next video blog, I'll be back again with something interesting to talk about. Right? Bye, guys.